What is up, everybody? Happy New Year's Eve. What a day we have ahead of us as we do everything we can to finish 21 strong and get ready for what I believe is going to be an incredible year in 2022. I've taken a few weeks off from doing video. I typically do that kind of at the end of the year, but I got an email yesterday that I just really felt like needed to be articulated in a video. Donald Miller, if you do not follow Donald Miller, he has a company called Story Brand. They're unbelievable at what they do. He's an amazing writer. He's written a ton of books, and he sent an email out to me yesterday I say he sent an email to me. I get his emails. So he did not send an email to me, but I receive his emails, and he sent an email out to his database yesterday. And it was fascinating to me because everything, right, that I'm always trying to help people with is I'm trying to help with video, with social media, with marketing, but I'm trying to help people grasp it at a deeper level than just use this to sell more houses, use this to close more loans. Like, let's find a greater purpose in what we're trying to accomplish, because that's going to help us show up in this uncomfortable place called video more often. And so here's what he talked about. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, hey, Mom. Thanks for watching. So he sends out this email, and he talks about how at the end of the year, right, we all start making these resolutions, and we all blame why resolutions didn't happen on discipline. And what he talks about is, he says most people who are in great shape, make a lot of money, don't have any more discipline than the rest of us. So he thinks it's not as much about discipline as we think. What he says is they've found a story that causes them to actually like working out and being smart with their money, right? So they have identified with a story, with a purpose that is helping them do what most people are unwilling to do. I read another email yesterday that said that only 8% of people that set goals actually accomplish them. Gosh, how pathetic is that? That 8% of us are going to actually accomplish the goals that we set out to accomplish in 2022. Happy New Year. I don't know who you are, but Happy New Year. And so he basically breaks it down, and he says that this is happening because we're coming from one of two places. We either can be the victim or we can be the hero. And I want you to listen, because it's not the hero in the sense of the word, like I'm the hero, I'm a big deal, I'm really important. It's the hero in the sense of the hero is the helper. The hero is who always shows up when times are tough. It's the hero that rises to the top, right? So this isn't about pounding our chests. This is about being the person that's willing to serve, willing to go above and beyond, willing to do what most are not, to help other people. And so this is what he talks about. And maybe you'll see yourself in this, because he says victims believe they are doomed, right? Victims just have this thought process of the glass is half empty. The glass is constantly being depleted of whatever was inside of it. And I am doomed. It's only a matter of time before what I'm trying is going to fail. I can't do video. It's not going to work. It's going to be terrible. I'm going to look stupid. People are going to think it's dumb. It's just this constant doom and gloom attitude. And what's fascinating about this attitude is that I know a lot of people. Marcus Robinson, what's up, bro? So great to see you, man. I know a lot of people that they can be so positive and optimistic for others, but they're so doom and gloom for themselves. They can be such great encouragers for others, but they're the greatest discourager for themselves. And I think this has to change in 2022 if we want to make a difference where we have the ability to make a difference. But they also say victims believe other people have it much easier than they do. And so victims are constantly looking around and go, well, of course you're better at video than me. Look how much better looking you are. Of course, you're better at video than me. Look at your background compared to mine. Look at your setup compared to mine. Look at how nice your camera is compared to mine. Of course, it's easier for you. And they're constantly blaming everything on that everyone else has it easier. But guys, it's fascinating to me because when you watch famous people, they're as insecure, if not more insecure than everybody else. They don't become better than anyone else because they're famous or rich or in a better position. Guys, we're all running this same race. And the moment you realize that you lack nothing, the moment you realize that you have everything you need to be the hero, to be the person that's out there helping people, the game is going to change for you. But you've got to believe this. I can't want this for you, because then the last thing that Donald Miller said about victims is that victims believe they are somehow flawed. They're flawed, right? You look at every great movie, every hero takes their flaw and that becomes what they find victory with, right? They never let the flaw be what holds them back. They allow it to be what propels them forward. They allow it to be what helps them find their strength and what helps them win. And so for some of you on this New Year's Eve, you're setting goals, you're writing down things, but you are going to lose because you carry a victim's mindset. You got to let go of these beliefs if you want to get outside of your comfort zone and grow beyond where you've been able to grow up to now. So let's look at the hero, because he says heroes believe life is hard but ultimately rewarding. This is how people win. This is how I watch some of my friends that have worked out 100 days in a row, 300 days out of the year. And in my mind, I go, man, that's really hard. And they would agree with me, but they've chosen to push through to accomplish more because of the belief system that they carry. And so, guys, the reality is this is hard. Doing social media at a high level is hard. Jumping on StreamYard on New Year's Eve while my kids are in the other room making a ton of noise. This is hard, but it's worth it. I believe it's going to be rewarding. Heroes also believe there's some kind of calling in their lives. Guys, if you want to win, if you want to win on social media in 2022, find your calling. Your calling isn't to sell houses. That's just the mode of transportation. Your calling isn't to close loans. That's just your mode of transportation. Your calling should have something to do with impacting the lives of others. And so what I learned years ago was that I wasn't called to be a pastor. God called me to leave people better than I found them. And what I figured out was, in that season, it was through pastoring. In the next season, it was through roofing. In the next season, it was through Agent Impress and building websites for realtors. And now in this season, it's through coaching and speaking and creating content for people. You want to lock in on your ability to do content at a high level, to be more top of mind to people than you've ever been before in your life? Find your calling. Identify it, and it will wake something inside of you that you didn't even know was there, and you will be blown away by it. And then the last thing he said is this: love you, bro. Maybe we can hook up in the new year, go get some lunch or something. Guys, the last thing is this: heroes believe they're capable of transforming into a better version of themselves. In the world of psychology, there are two types of people. There are people that are growth minded. Those are the people that believe that I might suck today, but I don't have to suck tomorrow. I can grow, I can learn, I can be different, I can be better. And then there's people that are closed-minded. There's people that just say, man, I just wasn't born with that gift. I'm just not talented at that. Like, that's what you're good at. I'm good at different things. And they constantly feel like they need to only be where they're already talented. And the moment they meet opposition, they run from it because they believe that they just weren't meant to be good at that. Guys, heroes believe that they're capable of transformation. And here's what's dangerous. If you believe that you can't change, deep down inside, you believe that others can't either. And the moment we stop believing people can change is the moment we stop believing in people. It's the moment we give up on others. It's the moment that we just throw in the towel and go, you're going to just always be that way. You're going to always say that. You're never going to be different. Guys, this is a dangerous place to be. And what I love about this is that yesterday I got to spend an hour on the phone with my leadership team. And we got to go, all right, guys, we had a really great year. But what can we do better for next year? What can we do better? What can we do at a higher level? What can we elevate? Where have we allowed complacency to take place in our lives? Where have we allowed comparison to steal our joy? Because now we're more caught up in what they do better than us than what we do good for ourselves. Guys, we got to believe that we're heroes. We got to believe that we have the ability to create change in people's lives, that we have the ability to make people's lives better. And this is what wakes me up in the morning, is knowing that there are people out there that need me. And not really so much me, but it's what God's put in me, right? It's not truly about me. It's about what He, right, the Lord allows me to do. And this is it. And so there'll be a lot more of this coming in 2022. If you don't follow Donald Miller, go follow him. Go Google StoryBrand and go check him out, because I'm regurgitating what I read in his email. I might be adding a couple little Kyle things, but he's brilliant, and this is where we win. So happy New Year's, guys. I got a meeting in 4 minutes that I got to jump on and get ready for. What's up, Chelsea Kiefer? But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And I guess I can be the cheesy guy and say, I'll see you next year. Bye, everybody.